Good morning, everyone. In today's Murli, Baba is answering some questions like who will become subjects, how to become an image that grants blessings, what are the three parameters through which contented soul is recognized, then how to change an atmosphere. Baba is also telling us deep philosophy of karma in this Murli and also answering that who can remain constantly happy. So let's start with today's Murli. Date of the Murli is 16th January 1977. Title of the Murli is Only a Contented Soul Can Become a Special Deity for Other Souls. While attaining all blessings from the Father, the bestower of blessings, have you become an image that grants blessings like the Father? Baba is asking that while attaining all blessings from the Father, the bestower of blessings, have you become an image that grants blessings like the Father? One is the great donation of the jewels of knowledge, and the other is to give all weak souls the blessing of all powers attained from the Almighty authority through your pure thoughts and good wishes. What are the two types of blessings that we can give, a donation that we can give? One is the great donation of the jewels of knowledge, and the other is to give all weak souls the blessing of all powers attained from the Almighty authority through your pure thoughts and good wishes. By donating the wealth of knowledge, the soul itself becomes an embodiment of knowledge. By donating the wealth of knowledge, the soul itself becomes an embodiment of knowledge. However, weak souls who are not able to imbibe knowledge, who are not able to become knowledgeable souls, who are not able to create an elevated reward for themselves through their elevated effort, who simply stay because of love, cooperation, connection, and devotion, such souls have a little attainment of one power or another as a blessing from you souls. The images who grant blessings and experience themselves to be very fortunate. So those souls who who are not able to create an elevated reward for themselves, they can achieve something, one or another power from the images who grant blessings, from you souls, the images who grants blessings, and experience themselves to be very fortunate. Such souls are called those who attain the subject status. So that souls will attain the subject status. Such souls are not able to attain directly all powers from Babdada through their yoga or their dharana, but they do attain one blessing or another with the cooperation of souls who have attained something. Such souls will not be able to attain directly all powers from Babdada, but they can attain one blessing or another with the cooperation of souls who have attained something. Shaktis are specially called bestowers of blessings. So now, at the end, there will be greater service done through the power of a bestower of blessings than through being a great donor. At the end, there will be greater service done through the power of a bestower of blessings than through being a great donor. Because of your final stage being powerful and because you are full, such subject souls will become very happy even with a little attainment in a very short time. Because you have the stage of contentment. Those souls are quickly able to become content. They will become very happy and repeatedly sing praise of you great souls. The sound emerging from everyone's lips will be, "It is a wonder. Thanks to the Father and thanks to the instrument souls," is the song that will echo in all directions. On the basis of what they have attained, everyone will shower flowers of praise from their heart. In order to become such an image that grants blessings, you need to pay special attention to one aspect. Now, in order to become such an image that grants blessings, we need to pay attention to one aspect. Let's see what is that. Remain constantly content with the self and with others. What special attention we have to pay? Remain constantly content with the self and with others. A contented soul can become a special deity soul for many other souls. Whether you call it the greatest virtue, donation, speciality, or greatness, it is contentment. Contentment is a virtue, greatest virtue, donation, speciality, and greatness. A contented soul is loved by God, loved by others, and loved by the self. So these are the three parameters through which we can recognize whether we are a contented soul or not. A contented soul is loved by God, loved by others, and loved by the self. A contented soul can be recognized by these three aspects. Such a contented soul would be known as an image that grants blessings. Check to what extent you have become from being a contented soul, one who grants blessings. Do you understand? Acha. To such world benefactors, great donors, to those who give an experience to others through their thoughts in a second, to those who donate the holy food of all powers to all desperate souls and make them happy, to such images who grants visions, who give visions through their divine form, to those who are complete and equal, to souls who fulfill all the elevated feelings of devotion and elevated wishes, Babdadas, love, remembrance, and namaste. Now, speaking to the teachers, do all of you teachers consider yourselves to be instrument world teachers, the same as the Father? Or, or are you limited teachers? What is the special slogan for effort for the teachers? That you will do simultaneous service at every second through your thoughts, words, and actions. So, this is the special slogan, that you will do simultaneous service at every second through your thoughts, words, and action. that you will remain engaged in all three types of service in the same second. Only when you teachers constantly put this slogan into practical form will you be able to bring about world benefit. Only when all three types of service are carried out at the same time can the service of bringing benefit to such a huge world be accomplished. You do not have a separate time to serve through your thoughts and a separate time to serve through words. Only those who do all three types of service at the same time can become world benefactors. Who can become world benefactors? Only those who do all the three types of service at the same time. So check whether you are always doing all three types of service. You have three relationships with the Father, teacher, and Sadguru. And he serves you through all three forms. Therefore, you instrument teachers also have to serve simultaneously in three ways. You will then become Master Trimurti. Do you understand? To the extent that you teachers become full of all powers, you will accordingly become instruments for other souls. Those who become instruments have a huge responsibility. Now, Baba here is telling about deep philosophy of karma. Those who become instruments accumulate millionfold in a second, and so they have that chance of an attainment. However, if those who are instruments perform such actions that they cause upheaval in others, they also accumulate a multi-million fold loss. If there is attainment of multi-million fold, then also if we become an instrument for any to cause an upheaval for others, then there is also a multi-million fold loss. An attitude is created through thoughts, and an atmosphere is created through an attitude. So this is the formula which Baba is telling us, that how we can create an atmosphere. So an attitude is created through thoughts, and an atmosphere is created through an attitude. So there should be no such thoughts or attitude through which the atmosphere becomes impure. So it is our responsibility that we should not have a such thoughts or attitude through which the atmosphere will become impure. You should not speak any such words that would cause upheaval in others, because everyone's attention is on you, instrument teachers. You teachers have to pay double attention to yourselves. All of you are moving along while paying double attention to yourselves. Are you not? First of all, consider everything and then do it. It should not be that you do something first and then think about it. Otherwise, time and energy would be wasted. So, first of all, consider everything and then do it. If we are doing reverse, then our time and energy will be wasted. You teachers should have special happiness because you have the lift of being with the Father and remaining engaged in His service. You do not have to go into any other atmosphere. So you should take full benefit of this lift. Should you not? Are you constantly happy? Who can remain constantly happy? Those who are not attracted anywhere else. Who can remain constantly happy? Those who are not attracted anywhere else. If you are attracted anywhere towards nature, other souls, or the virtues of others, you cannot remain happy. If you are attracted anywhere towards nature, other souls, or the virtues of others, you cannot remain happy. Such souls who are beyond all attractions and are only attracted to the one Father can remain constantly happy. Who can remain constantly happy? Such souls who are beyond all attractions and are only attracted to the one Father can remain constantly happy. Acha, Om Shanti. Let's have a silence for a few minutes, then we can share our churnings. Om Shanti. Now we all can share our churnings.
Om Shanti, a beautiful Murli and very well rendered. And I like this point that in order to be constantly happy, be beyond all attractions of either the body or nature or own body, own nature, or other bodies or others' natures or others' virtues or whichever is binding us, whichever is making us limited. So then we cannot have the unlimited happiness. Unlimited happiness, constantly happiness will come only when we are connected in our awareness with the one Father, who is unlimited and who is always ocean of happiness. Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So, this Murli Baba says that, the symptoms of contented soul, who can be a contented soul and who will remain always happy and make others happy. So they'll have always pure thoughts and good wishes for everyone. So that itself create a good vibration within themselves and eventually reflect on others also. So while you were reading, so Dati Prakash Maniji was, one of the good example that was coming in my mind. That Dadiji is a practical example for this Murli, I felt. And that's how we get the blessings from all other souls. Baba also said, the powerful souls who will become instrument to create subjects through their stage. They will give them that experience, and those souls will experience something and they will become subjects. They'll take that subject status and they will be happy to experience such fortune from these powerful souls. Very, a lovely Murli. So we all have to become, images that can grant visions to others. So we need to pay attention. That's what Baba says. Pay attention. And three aspects Baba said there, in three symptoms, right? That who can, that three parameters that you said, that a content soul is loved by, or loved by God, loved by others, and loved by the self. So it perfectly suit for Dadiji Prakash. And of course, there are many others, but this came in my mind, so I just shared. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, brother.
Shanti,
Om Shanti.
Baba said to be always happy, attract to one Father beyond all attractions. I like this point.
Thank you, sister.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
As I've already shared in the chat box, so simple, such a, even though it may be short, there's only one point which Baba, what was that which made Baba say before 18th January? If you see, the Murli is 16th January. And what was that? Only one point he said, blessing. So knowledge plus power is what makes us a deity soul. So we have knowledge as well, we have power. But there are some souls whom Baba has classified as weak souls, subject status souls, who have knowledge, but they are not able to imbibe it. They are not able to retain it. They are not able to, there's no effort there because that is their status. And they are not able to take anything directly from Bapdada. So we come in between to take and give. So that's the blessing. And for that, of course, the three parameters which was already shared, it is powerful, full, and content. Everywhere Baba speaks about the three. Even when he went to teachers, he said thoughts, words, and deeds, three relationships, three murtis, so three. But what I just wanted to ask or get a churning is, see, it's easy to really donate knowledge. See, you can give knowledge through words, you can give knowledge through lectures, you can give also knowledge of the soul, of you can share. But you know, that power, giving power. Take, for example, I have a weak person who cannot accommodate, a person who cannot decide, a person. Power is such an abstract thing. And when I take even that abstract thing from Bab Dada, I sit in the incorporeal way and I take it incorporeally from him. Something abstract which I have taken from Bab Dada. And then Baba is saying, give it to these souls. Can we get some kind of churning on, you know, the process? That is such a special service. Of course, I am contented, I am full. But kaisa dena hai wo jo Shakti? I may be Shakti souls. Shakti kaisa dena hai? How do you give power to these souls? If suppose we could churn on that.
Good question, sister. We can give Shaktis through Drishti, then through our powerful words, and by seeing the need of the person who is coming in front of us, we can give that particular thing to that soul. Anyone would like to add something?
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
So here, this is my reflection. So, see, not knowledge. We understand that knowledge cannot give us power; it can only give us information. But when we have this information, right? When with that information, when we apply it and when we practice it, right, that's when we experience something. So that experience, when we continue to do it, right, that's where our energy is flowing. So that's where something is getting accumulated within us, right? And over a period of time, as we practice, we have the feeling that we are becoming powerful. That's with the self I'm saying. So we somebody who started this meditation in their early days, and then as they progressed, over a period of time, probably a couple of years, and then the meditation experience that they had then and now, if they compare it, they would definitely feel a difference. That of course, when they did old days, when they have started, they would have felt the power is less, and now with the knowledge and with much more practice, they feel uh, good super senses joy, a very powerful feeling within themselves. Especially somebody who has done a powerful Amrita Vela, they would feel that I have become so powerful. So when you have that feeling that I have become powerful, that's when you can go out and then start giving the power or donating this power to others. And I think when you experience you are powerful, and then when you give that to others, I think others will also experience that power from you. I mean, it comes with practice, and knowledge is playing the vital role there. That this, this is all initially coming in as a knowledge, and on the basis of that knowledge, we are practicing it and putting into practice. I mean, putting into practical. Om Shanti. That's some reflection thing. Yeah, others can also share.
Anyone else? Yes, Om Shanti.
If I have a question, that there is a person who is speaking lies to you, who is lying with you, and who you know that he is suffering from many sorrows and he needs help, then in that case, if you are getting troubled by the lies, which because he has different opinions, and he wants to be firm on his opinions, but because it's the opinions are different from the ones of yours, so he's lying with you. So what should be the way of dealing with the situation? Om Shanti.
Anyone will like to answer?
Yeah, but what the sister said, that's what even I was just going to say. What I feel, first of all, how can I say that he's telling lies? So am I an epitome of truth? How do I do? So what I feel, instead of saying that he's saying lies, how can I be a judge to say that he's telling lies? So what was the standard? So what I feel is, there is truth we always believe cannot be proved. Truth is truth. If that person is whoever is telling lies, and we would like him to know that he's telling lies, no need. Instead, if I become an epitome of truth, if I become an epitome of clarity and silence, automatically it will be given. I think this cannot be even told, because it's like going to that person and saying absolute. It's so I've always believed, whatever way, truth never can be proved. It can never be proved. But it is such a thing, truth, it comes out through all those garbage of lies, and one day it will come. Till then, I think we have that patience. I feel that silence sometimes is needed in us, first to understand the clarity. What really is wrong? Is he really telling lies? Or is he a weak soul? Is he trying to secure himself? Is he trying to save himself? So I feel for this, it's there. But still, how to empower him is what I'm looking for. how to empower him to say aisa nahi hona is what Baba wants us to do today.
Om Shanti. One reflection in this question which sister has asked, just consider that the other soul is also right in his or her own way, and you are also right in your own way of thinking, your sanskars, and his or her sanskars also are there, and they may not match. So everyone is thinking as per their own sanskars, and therefore there's nothing called that they will justify as per their sanskar ki they're right, and we can also justify our thinking that we are thinking right because we have our own set of sanskars. So now here the challenge is that one of us has to elevate ourselves at a higher stage, and whoever like wants to do, that's a service. So if you want to take the initiative, I mean, you have the power. You have to have the power. Now, since you know the Baba, you know how to use Baba, then you can, in his companionship, you can elevate yourself in thought level. And then who am I? Like, I am a world benefactor soul. I am a master Trimurti, as today Murli also brought out. So I am not only I'm doing three types of service, and with the elevated thoughts, elevated vision, that is also a soul, but that soul is having certain set of sanskars. So now you are in a very powerful stage, and you can grant blessings. You can shower blessings of pure thoughts, pure wishes. Automatically, that energy shifts from you to that soul, and that soul will be also empowered to see things in the right perspective. Om Shanti.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Yes, brother.
Yeah, just adding on. So the truth, right? So, sorry. First of all, when somebody's lying, like others rightly said, I'm just adding on. See, when somebody's lying, again, we know that it's acquired sanskar. So, knowledgeable soul would not look at it like how others do, because they would have that awareness that it's acquired sanskar. As a soul, he's pure, he's truthful, but just through the the birth and death and the sanskar on the journey, that soul has acquired that. So that's one way that we can have mercy towards him when we deal with him. This will have only that knowledgeable soul. On the weak case can have this sort of a attitude towards one person. And second would be to make him aware the power of truth, because some people lie because they are not aware of the truth, the power of truth, and the importance of being truthful. And then the third thing would be inspiring such souls through the righteous karma, because sometimes words and the knowledge and the information that give may not help, but when somebody do it practically, showing him the power of truth in by doing something or doing every act truthfully, right? That inspire others very fast, right? There are many people who have done that already in the past, right? Gandhiji was one person who remained truthful in his all words, and he did what he said, right? And he inspired people, right? So when somebody sees that, okay, truth has so much power, and it can inspire others, then there will be a chance that they will change. That okay, I also want to inspire others. I also first is the awareness, second is the bringing into practical. So there also requires power to bring it into action. So everything requires effort first. So this is what my thought is: inspire by doing it and showing. Option.
Brother, I agree with what you said about power of truth. But that first one which you said, to think that it is an acquired samskar, don't you think I am becoming like what he's called, that one who writes all the accounts in Yamadharma? Isne ye kiya, isne wo kiya, he's got a list. I think, why should I think that person's samskar? Like I am becoming the one, Chitragupta. I am not Chitragupta to know what is samskar. But yes, the power of truth, what you said. And secondly, you spoke about Mahatma Gandhi and all. These slogans, Satyameva Jayate, Satya and all, truth alone. I love those slogans, but I've seen people, there are people who lies and lies they tell in the court. After a lady, when she was 40, she filed a case against her own relative, her nephew. When she was 80, she got back her things. Yes, truth reveals. So what I feel, if I want to be safe, I want to be peaceful. I remember what somebody had said, I don't know in which Murli, just two words, which he said. One was inspired stillness. And second is, it was in Hindi, Sankalp se Siddhi. I use these things only because I don't want to be tormented by somebody else doing something. I went to give him power. Why should I kill myself and be victimized? So if I can do something, I thought this would be it's just an opinion of my mind, inspired stillness, that stillness which will really throw on him. And then Sankalp se Siddhi.
I see. I mentioned about the Jnani and Ajnani soul, okay, not the Kaliyugi ordinary people. So they may not have all that attitude towards one another. But here, somebody who's a Jnani soul and an Ajnani soul. So we know that the Ajnani soul may lie. So in that situation, we can apply all this knowledge. Kaliyuga again, it's very difficult to handle if both are Ajnani souls.
See, again,
Okay.
here the quality of the soul decides whether it's a Kalyugi soul or a Jnani soul. Basically, what energy level that soul is in, है ना? And if it is in a very low energy level, tamo pradhan stage, then automatically that's basically a Kalyugi soul, which is a very weak soul, and that soul may not. That soul is so clear that she or he is only right, and doesn't have the three aspects of time, doesn't know anything about all that. So that soul will be very, very vulnerable. And if we react and we give low energy, that will manifest multi-million times, and it could result in a disaster. So here we have to give the antidote of the energy which that soul is reflecting. We have to give an antidote or an antibiotic, which is like through pure feelings only it can come. Pure feelings, pure love, and don't have to use the words, because the words that soul will manipulate in its own way. You have to just act with a subtle energy and see the eternal form of that soul and give pure blessings. That's the only way. That's the only way. The mansa seva where, and we can also emerge that soul during Amrit Vela, and when we are powerful, then we can radiate the power to that soul and bring close to our consciousness and give the powers. So that's the subtle methods which Baba has taught us in every Murli. Pay double attention to our thoughts, because sometimes innocently or even unknowing, we do create some kind of negative thoughts for these kind of souls, and which really needs a lot of checking. Otherwise, we waste our time and energy in being a warrior or being a yodha, struggling with such weak souls. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Am I audible?
Yes, brother.
Today, Baba is talking about contented soul. That is, Baba wants us that we should become embodiment of knowledge. And to become embodiment of knowledge, we have to be first embodiment of all attainments which we are getting from Baba. Not just we are keeping it, putting it in the box with a lock. We have to become embodiment of all attainments. And after that, we enjoy the remembrance. Baba wants us to celebrate that remembrance and become an embodiment of remembrance. We just are in union with Avyakta Bap Dada. Baba wants us to be embodiment of that Avyakta stage. We remember Baba, as we say, that pal pal Bap ko yaad karna hai. We have to become first embodiment of remembrance. And as we become embodiment of all attainments, embodiment of Avyakta stage, embodiment of remembrance, we become embodiment of knowledge. And as when we become embodiment of knowledge, our sthiti is really elevated to a stage, as Baba tells, sthiti se paristhiti ko parivartan karna. Whosoever will come in contact with us, his status, his stage, his state of mind will definitely get transformed. Baba also talks that in the process that you become contented soul. Because see, unless you become contented soul, you cannot become embodiment of knowledge. So that Baba wants us to check whether you love yourself. क्या तुम खुद को प्यार करते हो? और जब खुद को प्यार करते हैं और खुदा भी प्यार करता है, that we get a lot of help from Baba, with lot of inklings that we find, yes, Baba loves us. That means if we become Prabhu Pasand, we will be loved by others also. And in that process, we become a contented soul. And Baba said, in addition to that, if you are doing service, and if you're really doing proper service, the service what Baba wants us, that have we become image of that, what Baba does? क्या हम बाबा के स्वरूप बन गए हैं, बाप समान बन गए हैं? That means doing service in Mansa also, Vacha also, and Karma also. And in that process, then only we can become contented soul. And with that what Baba wants us. Baba की आशाओं पर खरे उतरना. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, brother. Om Shanti. Bharti sister, did you get the answer?
Yes, sister. Thank you so much. From the discussions, I understood that we have to be detached first of all, and then become a giver. If we concentrate on being only giving, then we won't be able to see any weaknesses of others, and only that is the solution. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. I would like to add one line more. That Baba also talks about that if you are only in union with Baba, agar Baba hi sansar hai, that means you are beyond all attractions and only attracted to one Father. Then only you will be constantly happy, and a happy person can only become a content person. Om Shanti.
Wonderful, brother. Om Shanti. Now let's move on to the meditation. Sit back comfortably. I, the soul, is situated in the center of the forehead. I, the soul, is a bestower of donation. I donate jewels of knowledge to others. I am an image that grants blessings. I am a contented soul. I, the soul, is loved by the God, loved by the self, and loved by others. I, the soul, create a powerful atmosphere through my powerful thoughts and attitude. I, the soul, accumulate multi-million fold in a second. I am a master Trimurti who does seva through thoughts, words, and actions at every second. I, the soul, is free from all attractions and remain constantly happy. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. See you all tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a wonderful day.
Om Shanti.